What's up, you guys? Welcome back again to your Heroclix headquarters. Today, I wanted to share with you guys a vehicle theme team that I've been working on for a little while now. Now, I haven't had a chance to really play test this at all with all the holidays and everything going on, but I still think it's a pretty cool team, so you guys let me know what you think. But without further ado, let's jump right in. Alright, so one of my main goals with this team was actually to play the new Legacy Amazing Spider-Man Ghost Rider and really see if we can make him meta once again. So that was my original idea for this team, just trying to make him as playable as possible in the modern age. So we'll take a quick look at his Legacy card if you guys haven't seen it already. It's going to be a vehicle theme team, like I said. He's got Mystic's team ability. He's got the Rider for Hire, which gives him free once per game make an attack, which I love that call out to the old reason that he was super meta back in the day, which was the Heroes for Hire ATA that let him get a once per game free attack, basically. And then he has the special attack power, Poison, free, choose an opposing character within 3 squares with 2 action tokens and deal them 1 penetrating damage. Now, that was changed because it used to be that if he had 2 action tokens, he could take a free action to give somebody a penetrating damage within 3. So that's still kind of keeping in theme with it, and it does give him Poison. I don't think he had that before, so, you know, not too bad. Then Close Combat Expert and Probability Control. He has that later on in his dial here, so he won't get that to start with, unfortunately, but he does start with Exploit Weakness, which is still really good. An 11 Movement Charge, by the way, with that 4 damage is going to be really good. So only coming in 80 points now. He used to be 145, so a definite upgrade on him. Now, of course, like I said, we're trying to make him as meta as possible and really build a team around him. So first of all, we're going to equip him with the new Hell Cycle equipment from Wheels of Vengeance. This thing is freaking awesome, and it definitely gives him a much needed upgrade in the way of hypersonic speed. So as you can see here, you can equip it to him for 15 points and choose any one of these 3 clicks, and he gets those powers as well as modifying his speed by that much. So in this case, we really want to just give him the hypersonic, so he gets +1 speed and hypersonic. He also gets some energy shield deflection, which is nice on the defense, but really that was the main thing. We just want that hypersonic speed. That 11 movement, is really going to come in handy with the hypersonic, a lot more than charge anyway. So next up, to make him even more ridiculous, we're going to give him Frenchie. Of course, Frenchie is one of the best characters for any vehicle. At the beginning of the game, you may choose a friendly character with a vehicle keyword that hasn't been chosen by another number 12 Frenchie. If you do, turn Frenchie to any click and place him on the chosen character's card. And when the chosen character is KO'd, place Frenchie into the square that character last occupied on click number 1. So we're going to actually put him on click number 3 on his card to give him the sidestep and close combat expert. So that's going to give him that much more reach, and also the close combat expert that he's lacking up front, just add to him there. So he'll get that +1 attack and damage for his close attacks. And yeah, only 25 points for Frenchie. And there he is. He's hopefully just going to be sitting on Ghost Rider's card the whole time anyway. Hopefully Ghost Rider doesn't get KO'd. But next up, it's kind of hard to build a vehicle theme team. There's not a lot of vehicles to really work with yet. So we're playing both Scott Porters, of course. I know. I use them in like every team, but can you blame me? They're both just so freaking good. So as always, if you guys haven't seen them already, feel free to check them out here. Again, I don't really feel like talking about these guys and what they can do every single time I do a team build video, and I'm sure most of you don't want to hear all that again anyway, but you can see here they do plenty of stuff. They give us a lot of supporting powers, lots of Perplex, Prob, rerolling across the map, healing once per turn, etc., etc. Some TK, some Pulse Wave that ignores friendlies, lots of really good stuff. And as usual, the white shirt Scott Porter here, he does, have all keywords all the time, so you can equip him with anything that needs keywords to get the free equipment. So usually I just like to give him a Sinestro ring, lets him have another Perplex. So we have 2 Perplexes here, and then he also gets to generate the constructs for free, so you can get some barrier or whatever you need. That's kind of my go-to. You can really use any ring. They're all pretty good, depending on the situation. And or you could use random other stuff like the symbiote or something, the red or black symbiote, because he could have symbiote keyword. Or anything that is keyword based. But the rings are definitely best for him. So I'm playing the Sinestro ring on him. like I said, for the Perplex and the Constructs. Now, next up, again, we're kind of cheating with the keywords here, but we're playing Miss Marvel from Avengers 60th, who can also gain pretty much any keyword she wants. So taking a look at her card here, she first has a trait that gives her Close Combat Expert and Shape Change, but then on the back she's got this long one here that says, when establishing theme teams, choose a keyword for Miss Marvel to gain this game. If Miss Marvel is on a theme team for a keyword printed on her card, she can use Prob Control. If she's on a theme team for a keyword not printed on her card, she can use Perplex. So it's not printed on her card, so she's going to have Perplex. But then she's also here because of this next power, free, choose one to last until you choose again. Tiny size, when an adjacent character begins a move after resolutions, you may place Miss Marvel adjacent to them. And then you have flurry and charge with regular size and colossal size there. So yeah, you got lots of good options there. You definitely want to turn one, pick the tiny size option. And we're going to be playing her at the 50-point line, by the way. We're not playing her at 110, no. Just 50 points. And I will say my original team build of this actually included 2 Miss Marvels. I still think that has a lot of potential, 2 Miss Marvels, because we're also going to be equipping her with a motorcycle, because she needs some charge. So for 15 points, we're going to give her charge with a +2 to speed, as well as some super senses, and she's got traded Shape Change and Close Combat Expert. So just taking another quick look at her here. So she's going to have an 8 movement with charge with +2 to the speed, so she can charge 6 squares. And, you know, got super senses, invuln, and Shape Change traded there. Close Combat Expert, so she'll be 11 for 3. And she also has some power, which is, you know, good to note. And the thing is, the strategy here, so first of all, we're going to pick tiny size with her on turn 1. Turn 2, he's got sidestep and, you know, +1 speed. So he's going to have a 12 speed with hypersonic. So he can easily get all the way across the map. And basically just, she's going to teleport there with him. She's going to place herself adjacent after he moves from hypersonic, and then she's gonna swap to the option to use a regular size and flurry, and then she can charge with the motorcycle and flurry, and she'll have, like I said, an 11 attack, 3 damage, thanks to her Close Combat Expert. So she's gonna be able to get some good damage in that way, and that's why I wanted to actually play 2 of her. I actually was going to play just 2 of her with 2 motorcycles, one, you know, equipped to each of them. And that was the team right there. Now, I unfortunately don't own a second Miss Marvel just yet, but I still think that's a solid team. I still want to give that a shot. I still need to get myself a second Miss Marvel. But in the meantime, I did have another character that I was going to try out here. So for an alternate version of the team, I also wanted to try out the Phantom Rider, who is pretty cool, and we're just playing him at 50 points to make up the 50-point Miss Marvel that we couldn't play. Again, he's also going to be equipped with a motorcycle for 15 points, but he's going to take the running shot option with the Passenger 1. So for this version, he also has Shape Change, Stealth, and when he uses Shape Change and succeeds, he can't be targeted this turn. That's pretty nice. With the ESD as well, he's going to be pretty well defended. He also has this cool trait that once per turn for all characters with this trait, when he moves after resolutions, you may choose another friendly character with Rider in its name and move them up to 4 squares. So we're going to be able to move our Ghost Rider a little bit further each turn every time he moves. But also another huge thing is this guy has Outwit, which I felt we were kind of lacking on this team. We got plenty of Perplex, Prob, you know, lots of the other support powers, but we don't have any Outwit. Unfortunately, we also don't have any leadership, which also kind of sucks, but I was having a harder time figuring out that, and I thought this would be cool anyway. So the way that the game plan changes with this guy is we actually move him up first, you know, with his 8 movement phasing actually to be 9, thanks to the motorcycle. And he can also carry one person because that running shot also gives Passenger 1. So we can carry probably the white shirt Scott Porter with us. That way, you know, he can actually carry up somebody that can get line of fire for Prob. And, you know, maybe he can take a free action to drop a construct if he really wanted to. But when he moves and carries the Scott Porter up, he can also bring Kamala with him, and that way when he hypersonics up, he can take advantage of her Empower. You know, he can move up, outwit something, and then he can run up with her Empower next to him to get that little bit extra damage in. So he should be hitting with at least a 6 damage between the Close Combat Expert and her Empower for his first attack. Then he gets a free attack as well, because you really just want to use that free once per game attack like immediately to get that extra damage in, you know, try to get rid of another figure or whatever. And then she's just going to charge in and flurry, you know, with her, like, he's getting everybody +1 attack as well, plus whatever perplexes you might have. So he's going to actually be at least a 13, 14 attack, and she will also be at least like a 12 or 13 attack. So yeah, they have pretty high attack. He's got exploit to get through everything. You can outwit something, and she's flurrying on stuff. So it's a ton of damage. It gets right up in there, right up in your face. Does a ton of damage really, really quickly. And you know, that's all you really need to do to win a game of Heroclix most of the time. So as long as you hit your attack rolls, you know, it's pretty smooth sailing from there. But yeah, I like this team. I think it has some potential. Let me know what you guys think, if you like second Kamala or the Phantom Rider option better. As always, for the sideline options, you know, we're playing both Scott Porters, so you probably just want to play Scrappy Doo and War Machine. And there's no primes on the team, so Absorbing Man is also a huge one to put on the sideline as well. And yeah, I think that's really about it. There's not really a whole lot of other, you know, sideline options at the moment. But anyway, if you guys like the team or enjoyed the video, make sure you smash the like button, because it does help me out a lot. Don't forget to click the subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos like this one. And if you'd like to help support the channel even more, don't forget to check the links in the description for the Patreon, or hit that join button down there for the YouTube memberships. Either way, for as little as $1 a month, you get entered into our monthly giveaways and see your name here in the credits with everyone else. So make sure to check that out if that interests you. But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Until next time, this has been Heroclix Headquarters, signing off.